And over to some breaking news right now. Parents of the Kolkata gang rape victim will meet President Pranab Mukherjee on the 7th of January. Now remember, the father of the girl says that they were feeling extremely insecure, and the father also claiming that Mamata Banerjee has not provided any help to the family. This, remember, was a brutal ordeal that this woman in fact had to suffer. This is after she was gang raped and then set alight. Now remember, details in fact emerging yesterday that she was actually pregnant. Now the victim's family will be meeting the president as they feel that the Chief Minister of West Bengal, Mamata Banerjee, has not done enough for them. And our correspondent Indrajit Kundu now joining us from Kolkata with more details on the story. Indrajit, we understand that the victims' parents will be in fact meeting the president. This is after they have alleged that the West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has not done enough in the case. Now, this is not the first time that such a charge or such an allegation has been levelled against the Chief Minister of the state.
Well, that's right. This is not the first time that any of these, so-called rape victims and incidents of rape and sexual violence against women that has been reported over the past several months, or perhaps 2-year regime of the Trinamool Congress. And most of the families, be it in Park Street incident or be it the incident in Kamduni in North 24 Parganas, or for that matter in Shutia, all of them had same allegation that the government has not been steadfast in their support for the victims and their families. And it seems to be a continuance of that same allegation this time around as well with the Madhyamgram gang rape victims family. They went back to their home. They were saying that they were being threatened, and that's the reason why they were not being able to go back to their rented apartment near the airport. However, they did visit their place to take home all the belongings that they had there. And while they were doing so, they also stated that they would like to meet the president, and they would visit New Delhi and see the president on the 7th of January and tell him as to how insecure they were feeling in West Bengal, and that the government of West Bengal had completely failed to provide them any sort of security. Remember, even the Bihar government has now reached out to the family. They have announced a compensation, and the CPIM here, which has been supporting the family, the Communist Party of India, they have also announced 1 lakh rupee compensation. However, the West Bengal government, even though they have said that they were ready to give financial assistance as well as all sort of administrative assistance to the family, however, nothing has been announced as far as the compensation package goes. Nothing has been announced on part of the West Bengal government here at this point in time. So they have already met the governor of West Bengal, and now they are going to meet the president of India.
Right, Indrajit, now that this news has in fact come to the forefront that the victim's family will in fact be meeting the president, any likelihood of the TMC-led government actually sort of, getting their act together, considering that Mamata Banerjee cannot afford to have a track record like this when it comes to dealing with women's safety in the state?
Well, it is for anybody to guess as to how the government is going to react after this announcement by the family that they are now going to meet the President of India. The government has already reacted 2 days back when the Chief Secretary came out and said that any kind of politics as far as this matter is concerned was deplorable, and that was coming in not from the party which is in power but from the Chief Secretary himself. So that clearly shows the attitude of the government as far as this case is concerned. However, they say that they have done enough and that the police case was on track. It had been fast-tracked, and murder charges has also been slapped against all the 6 accused who are now behind the bars. However, the government stated that they have done enough. There was no case of medical negligence, and they are also willing to provide financial and all sorts of assistance. However, it is not clear as to what is the kind of assistance that the government is going to give. Neither is it, that we have seen that none of the party members from the ruling party or government officials have so far met the victim's family.